Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you'll be able to hear me or not. I'm doing this on the laptop while I work on my other laptop. Hey, like them apples. And I'm in as you can tell, a hotel room. And I'm working off the mobile hotspot on my phone, so I couldn't get their cheap internet to work. So we'll see if we get a couple people come in here. Do, 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 do. What's up here, Mike? What's up, Captain? That's my line. What's happening, Ice? I'm in a remote locale, and yeah, I'm sorry. This is the first time I've used this camera on my laptop. So, yeah, you like that? Whee! This motel room was pretty cheap. I did get your email, Doc. I was actually driving at the time, so I couldn't answer it. Today was the long trip, so I'm about halfway in the trip back home. So, do, 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 do. I didn't see any bed. I didn't see bed bugs. I opened up the sheets and looked pretty close, and I didn't see any. Now the room kind of smells. It actually smells musty. So hopefully, my wearing my CPAP machine won't kill me in the morning for shoving all that stuff down my nose. But if I don't sleep with it, I'm a zombie. So Doc Mama is doing pretty. Excuse me, is doing pretty good. It was nice to just to get up there and get away. Boy, that camera is really lousy. Really lousy. Uh, but yeah, she's doing good. And of course, as I'm leaving, she starts balling up. So it was nice for me just to get away. Um, got to get together with a couple of longtime friends last night and yesterday. One of them started his own business called Column Fabrication, and I'm so happy for him. He's worked hard at it, and it's getting it off the ground, and it's working. So he's uh, he's doing well. And then last night I went out to dinner with, um, like I said, two of the my high school buddies, or so. One of them is my tall Italian friend. He and I met on our first job together when we were 16, and we've been friends ever since. So we went out to Twin Peaks last night, and it's always a riot when he's around. Oh my goodness, he just cracks me up. He's hitting on all these little waitresses that are young enough to be his daughter, which is kind of creepy on top of that. But still, You got to know him. He's just funny. Yeah, I mean, I really couldn't afford to get away, but I kind of had to. I needed to get up to see mom. Um, that was a contact view. Um, so yeah, it was definitely good. My lord, did we laugh last night? Just stupid crap we did when we were young. It's hysterical. And if you're wondering why I'm not looking at the camera, I'm actually working on the YouTube channel for my church. They named me the oh shoot um, public relations officer, and so I've been going through the website and making some changes on the website, and then for some reason they had all the videos from the services loaded on the website, and the website's only got 2 gig worth of storage. So I took and converted them all. Here, I'll spin you around. As you can see them here, I have the laptop stare at each other. So I moved the videos around, took them off the website, and loaded them on this laptop, and now I re-uploaded them to YouTube, and took in the button that says watch, I made it point to the YouTube channel. So now if they want to look at any of the services, they just pull up the YouTube channel and they're good to go. Bunch of clutch material and dipstick and trans in this model. Well, that's not uncommon for 4T65. They weren't. Excuse me. They weren't a perfect transmission by any means. Lost drive in third. Well, that's no good. Well, so you lost overdrive in third, is what you're saying. Well, then that means probably the third clutches. Yeah, so you lost third and fourth. So more than likely the direct clutch is probably burnt out. That's a little different animal than a clutch setup than the the 4L60. Even though it's a 4-speed, the clutches operate just a little bit different. Wow, $600 total for a 65. I guess that's not too terribly bad. 90-day guarantee. So they'll guarantee that if it fails, you get another one, but you still have to pull it out. You got your time and everything wrapped up in it. I don't know. I would think you'd be able to find something a little local. I mean, isn't there some salvage yards there, uh, local that you could get one from? Well, apparently. Of course, Doc, everything's like stupid money right now. Went to a car show with clients at work today. Well, I bet that was cool. Where was the show at, Mike? They have anything good there? You said it was a good show. So what kind of goodness did they have? Danny sent me a message on Instagram and asked me what time I'm going to be on, but yet he isn't here. Yeah, maybe he'll pop in. I know one thing. I'm ready to get tomorrow's drive over with. The one you found was in Minnesota. Whew. Nice. Studebaker. eBay with 14,000 4-star reviews. Well, I mean, if they're going to give you a guarantee with it, I guess you couldn't go wrong. This chair is really uncomfortable. Let's see. I got roughly half of it left. So I drove probably like 250 or 260 on before I stopped to get gas because I wanted to get gas before I hit St. Louis. And then I drove from there all the way here, which here is Murfreesboro, Tennessee, which is on the other side, south side of Nashville. And that was almost 400 miles, so 380. So yeah, roughly half of it left. Yeah, at least you got the van. A Plymouth Suburban? I didn't know Plymouth made the Suburban back then. It is just a flipping ice box in here. It is cold. I've already turned the thing up one time. I'm going to have to turn it up some more. I'll be having icicles hanging off my chin in the morning. Turn that pneumonia up a little bit. Plymouth Suburban was a station wagon. Well, thanks, Toothless Bulldog. Plymouth Suburban was a station wagon. Huh. Plymouth had the Suburban station wagon from 49 to 74. That's a pretty good run. Oh, wow. This freaking chair is bad. It's the only flipping chair that's in here, too. You have to just kneel on the floor. And believe it or not, that's a little more comfortable until I try to get up. It's hell getting old, y'all. Hey, there's Steven. AC in the camper, installed one of those. Oh, fantastic fans. Yeah, those things work pretty good. We've got one in our camper, and that thing works just like an attic fan. You crank that thing on high, and it'll pull the air in there for sure. And Steven, yes, I am in a hotel. Hence the fantastic decor. I am on my way back to Florida. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, ours isn't a rain sensor. Ours is original to camper. Ooh, got turd honking for the right of way. The Ours is like I said, ours is original to camper, and the campers 05 model. So it's still working. So don't need to replace it. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do this kneeling thing too much longer. My knees are saying, "What the hell are you doing?" Do 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 do. I forget what day I'm supposed to be on here. I think it's the second week in July, the 11th maybe. Excuse me. Schedule. Oh no, that's a good sound. There must be a jacuzzi tub next door. I got to pick up my newest car I bought for 400. What was the other one you bought for 400? I thought you bought the Bonneville for 400. We're $1,900 for the replacement mock AC unit. That's nuts. 1,900. I Lordy, I don't think I paid that much for mine. Stephen, my week back home was fantastic. It was nice not to do. Yeah, I thought what you said you bought a Bonneville. Yeah, I didn't do much of anything. Did some things mom wanted done, and spent a lot of time with her. Um, just basically enjoyed the time off. Um, you bought a car, so did you buy a Bonneville and you bought another car for $400? Yeah, I might be able to do this on the ground. I'll fart on this pillow. It'd smell like gas. Well, that's definitely better though. That was a good idea. Good idea for sure. Oh, I'm sorry. So I misunderstood that. I got you too confused. So Doc bought the Bonneville. So Mike bought one for 400. Okay. Yeah, that must be a jacuzzi tub next door. Sure is loud. As long as I don't hear the headboard slapping in the middle of the night, I'll be good. Of course, I usually don't hear squat after I hit the sack. Drove my Honda, Steven. It gets pretty decent mileage and it's comfortable to drive. I average. Oh, it averages about between 26 and 28 miles a gallon on the highway. It does pretty good. I can get up to I can get about 450 miles out of a tank if I push it. I don't like to push it, but I can do it. Yeah, right, Doc? Which is worse, with doing this with my glasses or without my glasses? I think I'm gonna run out of battery. Oh yeah, absolutely. They used to have up in Blue Springs or Independence or something like that, Missouri. There used to be a hotel out there called the Interstate Inn, and it was renamed the Intercourse Inn because that's what happened. That's what that hotel was used for most of the time. It was bad. And this is a cheap hotel. I mean, this was the hotel that I usually stay at in Murfreesboro actually sits behind this motel, and I didn't know that. That's thought that was pretty funny. But this room was $107, and the room behind it, where I usually stay in, the Wyndham, of course, they're quite a bit nicer, and it's a fairly new motel. They wanted almost $200 a night, and I'm like, you can go freaking pound sand. Yeah, don't. Yeah, I'm not going there. I don't need to know where all the protein stains are. I'll just leave it at best. And I don't want to know. I'm not going to do any CSI BS, that's for sure. Yeah, look at that TV. That's as big as the TV is over there on that wall. it's it's probably like a 32 inch. I mean, it's a tiny, and it's old too, because it's real thick. I don't watch much TV anyway. But the dazed and confused header leader this. I didn't watch. Honest to God, Doc, I didn't watch a whole lot of anything. Um, didn't hardly turn the TV on other than watch Jeopardy with Mom, and she likes watching Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune, that kind of stuff. So, oh, speaking of Doc, speaking of blacklight and stuff, so I'm almost afraid to walk in the bathroom in my socks because I go in there and my freaking shoes stick to the floor. I don't know what the hell they clean the floor with, but it's it's almost like you got tape on the bottom of your shoes or you're walking on a racetrack. Yeah, yeah. I'm almost afraid to sit my ass on the toilet and make a sacrifice to the porcelain god just for the fact that something might jump out of the toilet and get me. So, like I said, I just need, like I told the wife, I just need someplace I can lay my head for the night. I almost, I was gonna, yeah, lots of bleach. It doesn't smell like bleach in here though. It smells like mildew. Uh, I almost grabbed a mattress and threw it in the back of the Honda. I was thinking, if I can't find a hotel cheap enough, I'll see if I can find a campground. Well, shit, I couldn't even find a campground. But I was going to throw one in the back of the Honda, and as long as I got someplace I can plug my machine in, I'd be fine. Dog would just think that was just the the best thing since peanut butter. You know what? I better plug this laptop in. I bet you it's going to go dead if I don't. Actually, both of them are about dead. But this antique laptop I'm using, it gets to a certain spot on the battery and it just says, "Nope, I'm done." All right. Nah, he ain't gonna bite me. He's a good boy. Doc, yes, you have to take the cradle out, and you have to support the engine because the mounts are on the cradle, if I remember right. There's one on the transmission on the side of the case, and then there's one underneath the front of the engine on the 3800s. They use a like a big that, that thing's probably that big. I know that's terrible trying to measure it on the screen, but it's got it's got one on the underneath the crankshaft dampener, and like I said, you have to support the engine when you take the cradle out. No, it's not well, I don't know. It may be, but I don't think it is. I think it's just a rubber mount, if I remember right. Just got two studs that goes through the cradle, and then two studs that go on the bracket. And if I remember right, that bracket's kind of a bitch to get out on the 3800. But I think there's one or two dog bones up top, torsional mounts. But then the other two are one on each side. Oh yeah, absolutely. If they're bad, do that's the time to do it. Usually that one on the passenger side underneath the crank pulley gets full of oil and it just soaks it and it just rips. And that's what usually happens on those. Um, and then I usually take and leave the rack hanging, just unbolt it from the um, subframe and leave the rack and pinion hanging up in there. You don't have the dog bones ones. Okay, well, if you don't have the dog bones, that means there's going to be one in the front. There'll be one in the front, probably right at the front of the bell housing for the transmission. There'll be one mount there. It would be my guess. I better plug this other laptop in too. They only give you one. They only give you one plug on the bottom of this lamp. Usually they put a couple of them there. Ooh. I may have to grit it and take a chance. Oh. There we go. Yeah. I don't need that. Man, I feel for you if you're doing it on the ground, but yeah, I'd say probably so. Do you have a bead on one of? Oh, do I have a lead on one? No. Kind of crazy has just went out. I really want to take my shoes off, but I think I'm gonna have to go in there and take care of business. I don't think I want to step on that floor. Actually, to be honest with you, I probably ought to hit the sack so I can get up in the morning and get going early. I'd like to get home before early afternoon because I got at least another 8 hours worth of driving to do, depending on traffic. I had some gal cut me off today. She wasn't even paying attention, I don't think, or she didn't see me, and she was driving a little hatchback thing. Um, I don't know exactly what it was, but there was so much crap in this car. There was no way she could have seen out the back window, and she just pulled right out in front of me and or right over in my lane. But damn near run up with the butt of her. Then I had some dude. I'm sitting there buzzing along, and traffic is merging on the highway. So I get over in the hammer lane, to let him in. This dude in this freaking Nissan Xterra wasn't even paying a lick of attention. Just comes hauling butt, trying to get ahead of the traffic and everything, and be a dumbass. And I kid you not, he missed the front fender of the Honda by maybe an inch, and I damn near put it in the ditch to try to avoid getting hit by this dumbass. I'm like, seriously? People just don't pay any attention anymore. These freaking glasses are terrible. I don't know if it's just because my eyes are tired. Yeah, that's for sure. Oh, Doc, is that the original transmission? 222,000? If it is, holy crap! That's a lot of miles for one of those, and it's still working. Usually they don't go that long. Woo! Yeah, you get your miles out of that one for sure. Yeah, it was working all right until it wasn't, like you said. So anyway, well, fellers, I'm gonna cut it short tonight. Um, yeah, for sure. I'm gonna cut it short tonight because I need to get my butt out of bed in the morning so I can get on the road and get back home. So um, I appreciate you all stopping in and at least saying hey. Um, I really appreciate it, and we'll see you on the flip side for sure. Make sure to take care of yourself and each other. Give your loved ones a big squeeze. And until next time, I'll see you later.